Alright guys, video number 3 of 4. This is walking through the inside of the camper to show you everything you need to know about inside. And it's good because it just started raining. Okay, so you're in the camper, alright? We already went through the door. When you walk in, immediately on your left is this panel, okay? There's your water heater switch, which this runs off of your propane. You don't want to leave this on all the time, okay? Or it just eats through the propane. What I'll do typically is if I know, hey, we're all going to be taking showers in about 30-45 minutes, I'll leave it on so that the water can get hot. It's only a 6-gallon hot water tank, so just know that. Use it sparingly. You might need to put it on, wait 30 minutes, take a shower. You might want to wait 10 minutes before the next person takes a shower so that they'll have hot water. But I always recommend, if wherever you're camping, if they have a bathhouse and it's nice, it's always easier to shower in one of those than in your camper, to be honest, because I'm a big guy and those showers are small. You have your water pump. You don't need to use this if you're hooked up to water. If you're dry camping and you don't have a water hookup and you need water from your freshwater tank, you'll have to have this on to get water. Lights. This is your exterior light, and then these two switches are for your interior lights, okay? You turn this one on, it turns on a few. You turn this one on, it turns on a few. And then also every single light, because it doesn't turn all of them on, or just push button click. You just push them on, push them off, okay? If there's more that you want to use. There's gauges on here for all of your tanks and your battery. So if you hold down the battery button, it shows that it's full, it's completely charged. Freshwater tank is empty. I don't have any water in it. Black tank, empty. Gray one, empty. I only have one gray water tank, so the gray 2 is pointless. If you're camping for a while, more than a couple of days, there's a good chance you fill up one or both of these tanks, okay? So it's always good to keep an eye on it, because the last thing you want is for one of them to start overflowing in your camper. Your gray typically will fill up a lot quicker because that's your shower water, your sink water, all of that. So always keep an eye on them and realize, hey, my gray's, 2/3 full and I got another day or two where I'm going to be camping. I need to pick up the camper and go move it over to the dump site and drain them real quick and then come back. Your awning. Let's do it real quick so I can show you. You have extend and retract. Hold down extend and your awning goes out. Now it actually doesn't stop on its own, so keep that in mind. When it goes all the way out, you have to let go of the button or it'll keep going and then it'll just start rolling up the other way. When it gets all the way to the end, you'll see a little flap fall down. Right there. You want that hanging down, just like that, okay? And then real quick, these are the tabs I was talking about that you hang your awning lights up with. The hooks for them are in the box that has the lights. Don't forget to take the hooks out, because if you roll it up with the hooks, I'm gonna need a new awning. All right, so we'll put that back. You hold down the retract button. Right there, on that lower arm of the awning on each side is 2 tabs. So you can actually raise and lower the awning if you need to. If it's too high, you're not getting enough shade, or vice versa. The awning is flimsy. Every awning is flimsy. They break very easy. If it's storming, if it's really windy, please, please, please put it up, because it doesn't take much to bend and break. All right, moving on the inside. I have a pile of sheets here that I need to wash because somebody just brought it back from renting. But whenever you come pick it up, there's my 2 outdoor tables, and there's some folding chairs, and then on this side is an outdoor box fan, okay? So I'll typically take those out and I'll put them outside right away, because you don't want them sitting in here taking up space. Cabinets for storage as well as above storage. That's a hammock. You have electrical outlets inside. as well as USB ports. All of the beds will be made with clean sheets and all that, right? And they all have the mattress protectors on them. You have an indoor trash can, you have dish towels, and this is your kitchen, okay? The coffee pot I put in here just for traveling, so that way it doesn't fall over. Please don't forget to do this when you pack up to leave, or the coffee pot will fall off the counter and break. So you have another outlet right here, hot and cold water, your sink, your stovetop runs off of propane, on off, right? It doesn't have an igniter, so I keep a lighter in one of these drawers. So what you'll do is you'll turn this burner on, hold the lighter up to it, it'll light, okay? And then when you turn it off, it'll go out, obviously. Cooking utensils, and knives. When you close these drawers for traveling, if you notice, you can close them, but they're actually not closed all the way. You want to give it that last little push so that they're not opening and closing while you're going down the road. Paper towel holder, microwave, self-explanatory. And here you have cups, plates, coffee mugs, bowls, wine glasses, bowls, Tupperware back there. I always keep this fully stocked. I always keep those drawers fully stocked. Under here you'll have extra paper towels, trash bags, wipes, dish soap, dish towels, a little broom. This is your heater. If you're camping during the winter months, this is where your hot air is going to come out of. This is a carbon monoxide detector. If it's got a green light, you know you're good. On this cabinet, you have pots, pans, cutting board, and a toaster. Your fridge. When you're traveling, you want to have that like that so that your doors don't open and close, okay? Freezer, typical freezer, I do have ice cube trays. And then your fridge, it's a nice big size fridge for a camper. When you plug your camper into power at the campsite, your fridge should come on automatically. If for some reason it doesn't and it's flashing like this, you just hold this button down. This is a power button. And it honestly does take like 10 to 12 seconds and you'll see the light turn on. And then same thing if you're trying to turn it off. I keep it on 3 because to be completely honest, if you put it on 4, some of your stuff will freeze in here. Your pantry. You got 2 more cabinets right here for storage. I always keep napkins and coffee filters. And then something we do for our renters is we keep this stocked as well. This is a little s'more caddy. So it'll always be filled with marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolate. Your bathroom sink. It's actually outside of the bathroom. But let me tell you why I like that, because people can be brushing their teeth while somebody's taking a shower and vice versa, you know. So you have your sink, okay, hot and cold water. You have a medicine cabinet up here. I keep a first aid kit up here, a little toothbrush holder, and then the cabinet on the bottom is extra toilet paper and the treatment stuff for the toilet, but you shouldn't have to worry about that. This is your heater. So if you're renting during the cold months, it's a little hard to see. You have an off-on switch. You basically just turn it on or turn it off. This runs off of propane as well. And then you have a temperature dial right here at the bottom. So if it's too hot, you just turn it down. If it's too cold, you turn it up. When you don't want it, you just flip it to off. It's that simple. Your bathroom. I'll put a little door storage thing on here. Toilet paper. If you're flushing, it's just this little foot pedal. You just hold it down and it'll flush as long as you hold it down. You have a vent, so if you need it, you can open this little top skylight by twisting it. Obviously don't do that if it's raining. Close it, and then you have a fan. And then your shower. is just a shower. All right, that's your bathroom. You have your bunk beds, top and bottom bunk. Each of them have a little push light. Obviously, they'll have sheets and pillows and all that too. The bottom bunk does have a window, and it is a fire exit, emergency exit window as well. Whoops. Obviously, it's got curtains on it. I can't do that one-handed. But if for some reason you need to get out this window, it's got this lever on it. It just lifts up, folds out, push, and you can do that if you just want the window open. And then obviously if there was an emergency and you had to exit, you just grab this tab which rips off the screen, the window is pushed out, and you can just climb out. If you need to put it away, just lift, pull, twist, boom, closed. Your dinette. Also, you have a curtain for your bunk beds, and you have a curtain on either side of your queen if you need to use it. The AC unit has got vents on each side that you can open and close. So you know if you're freezing laying on the queen bed, you can close it, or if you're not getting enough air, you can open it and close some others. The controls. So this actually isn't a heater, it's just air conditioner. So you have just a fan, which is low, medium, high, and then you have AC, which is low, medium, high, and then you can adjust the temperature as you need it. You have extra storage up here. I do keep some serving trays, extra dish towels, fire extinguishers back there, some board games, flashlights. This window, the blinds you just push up and down, the window slides open and closed. This window is the same thing. This one's also an emergency exit style. Your dinette. This is your dinette. You have storage underneath the benches if you lift the cushion and then lift this wood. There's a little handle right there. You got storage under there. But if you want to take it down and fold it into an extra sleeping space, the tabletop, you just pop off. You just put your hands on either side of it, lift up, it comes off, set it to the side, and then you take these cushions off. Okay, and then once the cushions are off, these legs just pull out. Once the tabletop's out, your legs just slide up. You can store them underneath one of the benches. Once your cushions are off, you take the tabletop and you lay it back down, and it fits perfectly in between the two benches. And then you lay all the cushions, and all the cushions lay across it perfectly for an extra sleeping space. Underneath the queen bed, you can just lift. I keep sheets, extra sheets, pillows, extra blankets, extra towels and wash rags. Everything's always clean. There's your fresh water tank. And let me think. I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's any other tips or tricks or anything like that. Something that's really helpful for me is if you are done, right, and you're picking up, you're about to return the camper, whatever beds you used, because I'll have all the beds made when you pick up. Say if you had somebody sleeping here but nobody slept up there, it's good for me to know that so that I don't have to wash those sheets if nobody used them. But also, if whatever beds you used, if you wouldn't mind, if you just grab all the blankets and sheets like this guy did, and you just throw them all in that bed, and it can travel like that. Any towels that you used, any wash rags that you used, dish towels, anything like that, that way I know what I have to wash. Other than that, this is your fuse panel. Should you ever trip a fuse and things quit working, you just click it, open, and these are your breakers. Okay, so if one of them's tripped, you just flip it back. You might need to unplug a thing or two if you got too much plugged in. Other than that, sometimes this outlet is one of those that have a breaker on them as well. So sometimes it'll trip this and you just have to push that one back in. But I think that's it. I think that's it for the inside of the camper.